Okay, so hello guys, it's Logan Richards again. Third video, doing Yasuo top this time. I was told to try and explain things from a more uh, a point of view that knows nothing, so I will try and do that from this game. So Yasuo, at this point in this meta and how he just like does the best is you go 2 items and then you get 100% crit chance off of that, whichever your two may be. In this game, it is Phantom Dancer and Triforce. There's a one trick pony Yasuo main, Arc Data, or some variation of that name, and this is exactly what he says to run. So this is like it kind of just doing everything that he does because he obviously knows something about Yasuo, and then just my play, I guess, to it. I don't know. But anyway, so he says that Yasuo is played best tank top lane, 2 item 100% crit chance, and then you just kind of be the Yasuo that's on the enemy team. So right here, it's top lane matchup Maokai versus Yasuo. This is a matchup that is heavily in Yasuo's favor really early, but then once he gets unkillable, obviously, you can't really do much. But you're going to see a lot to learn in this, so I'm going to try and slow down my speech so it's more, I guess, clear, and just like there's so much to learn for any aspiring Yasuo player. So right there I do I think it's like a Season 5 trick where you pull the minion line in to make it push towards you, or freeze towards you. So again, just regular level 1 aggression. As Yasuo, it's like ultimately your easiest way to win lane against someone better than you, just because you have your passive, which is like a huge health benefit, and your E, which stacks up really well for damage. So as you can see right now, I'm like 1 or 200 vague health above him, and I have Doran's Blade and he has Corrupting Potion, so given he has more sustain, he has less damage, which is kind of why I won that, because just less damage in general. And he didn't pop it. So a lot of things he did wrong there. So right here you're just seeing standard Yasuo lane combos, auto Q E, which is a really good one, because you usually don't want to start it off with E, just because you want to use some damage like your auto attack and your Q, and then you want to E so that the whole dash time, it's reducing the cooldown on your auto attack timer and your Q. So that's a pretty big one. It's fairly straightforward. Just auto attack, Q, and E. Alright, so right here, level 2 aggression. Even with Nidalee coming in, not scared at all. Making sure to kill that minion, even though I didn't get the kill on it, I was part of the reason why I died, to get level 3, so if she does gank, as you'll see, just win well and done. So that's like, Nidalee as a champion, it's really hard to get on Yasuo. So right here, Kha'Zix has perfect positioning to doing this. So you just dodge the easy spear, and then you just, right there, easy fight. Right now, Kha'Zix is getting destroyed, but I'm not being focused, so I'm just going to stay in the fight for as long as possible. Alright, so I'm not going to throw my tornado at Nidalee just because auto attacks ensure the kill. And then right here, making sure not to E just in case he flashed. I was fairly certain that he had flash at that point, so I didn't want to waste my E and then, go towards Tribush, and then he just kind of runs away. Alright, so right here, as Zed, you really can't stop that from happening because you already put your W down, so I know where you can be and where you are going to be. So right there, I am not even sure my Q connected. It was just literally raw damage, but hey, I was able to get an assist off of it. Right here, I'm being alright. So usually it'd be greedy to stay for this farm because you can just get destroyed, being 100 health by anything. But Yasuo, Nidalee and Zed are already dead, and Maokai, if he were to have dove right there, then I think it would have just been bad for him. But alright, so right here, Zeal, huge power spike, in like just basic Yasuo things. You get 40% at less than 4 or 5 minutes, so that's pretty huge. 40% crit chance, that is. And then just regular Yasuo CSing under turret. Not that one's the best representation because I threw Tornado a bit early, but it happens. Alright, so right now I have red buff, so I'm just trying to do that. I think I could have gone in longer, but no vision of their mid or jungle, so I wasn't going to do that. And then it turns out that they're both down there, so I can get it fairly aggressive. Making sure not to see, like right there, average people or Yasuo players would have thrown their E right onto Maokai, but the thing is Maokai can outplay you by hitting Q mid-dash, so you always want to try and mind game them on when you're going to use your E. So a lot of the time, like right there, he did it perfectly, but it didn't matter because red buff, but that's not the point. So like right now I'm really feeling a dive on him, just because like anyone would. That's like a free Maokai kill. But before you do that, make sure to ward. All right, so this linear bush right here, that is red side's pink ward bush. You as a blue side should never pink ward that bush because Maokai as a champion can E and Q, or anyone can just clear the wave and go clear your pink, and then you can't really fight it that well because one, you're really far away usually, and two, you're going to a lot of fog of war to do so. So always pink the tri-bush because that's more on your side. That's like one of the ways to save your 75 gold. And now right here, I'm going to throw the tornado at the wave. That stops their minions from coming, thus pushing my minions farther under turret. And I really wanted to miss that cannon minion because he backed at a bad time. So right there's a pretty good example of using your tornado to kind of deny them. Right now, I feel like he could have went in on me just for some damage, but yeah, it wouldn't matter. Like, I think I'm backing anyway. Alright, so right now I'm going to pick up boots and a dagger. Attack speed makes Yasuo's E faster in a way. Like, you can use it on multiple targets more, the more attack speed you have. So that's just generally something as Yasuo's kit has. Not really a tip, it's just kind of how it is. So, I mean, like right here is the prime example of Maokai easily pushing in a wave, and I mean, yeah, and then my pink would be gone. I think he actually comes for my pink, I'm fairly certain. So I ping MIA just because he is MIA. Not really going to miss a CS over a pink ward until Kha'Zix is in place. So right here, alright, so right there, first of all, this is just a gank, and then I'll explain it hereafter. I tried to get the over the wall Q, maybe if Kha'Zix had flash that would worked, but alright, so right there you saw me throw wind wall and then Q. So the button sequence is you do Q and then W really fast, and it'll show the wind wall animation and not the Q animation, so you can get some sneaky tornadoes in. That's a pretty Yasuo basic, but that is a very big one if you're a flashy player and or just like really mind gaming them out. That's pretty good, so definitely note that one down. And then this is just standard play, like if you force him back, push into the turret, it's average things. Yasuo clears waves pretty easy. So there's me trying to do that, but then he comes, so I obviously get scared. So dragging the minions past mine so that I can get some CS while he clears them under turret, that really doesn't matter. Alright, so right here you're seeing just pushing the wave, just to try and pressure him a little bit. And if he's gonna let me get free harass like that, like, alright, so tank top laners usually like to stand with the minions out in front of their turret so that they can ensure to have a freeze in front of their turret, which is what he's going for. And it doesn't really work out for him because he takes so much harass from me. So like, well, right there he just like he's down to 300 health just from trying to freeze a wave, and that was just the wrong time to do what he was doing. So right there I miss a minion just to try and get something going, but didn't happen. Literally could be around, so again gonna ward because there's like 3 signal pings. Right there, and Nidalee Sphere does almost like no damage, which feels good, man. Maokai wasn't in range to do anything, so that worked out for me. I was actually playing a bit aggressive. That maybe was the wrong decision. So right there, just taking another free trade. I didn't even pop my shield against him. Right there, this is not a complete all-in. The plan is not to all-in right here. I don't know what kind of happened with my Q there. It just didn't really work. So right here I see mid and jungle coming, so I'm just trying to prolong this as long as possible. But if Maokai is going to keep coming up, then that's a free kill. So dodging the spear, because that's Nidalee's most damaging ability. And then if I didn't tank that turret shot, I think I might have lived here. Early ult from Lulu, but flash ignites that. I was dead either way. And then here's them just cleaning up. Average stuff going on. Alright, so picking up Phantom Dancer is a huge power spike because of the Death Defied, because like if that saved your life at all, then you already got the stats on it are gold efficient, or they're fairly gold efficient, so if it saves your life, then that's even more time that's saving you. So that's why this item is really good right now. It's a 1v1 monster item. It's just really good, and plus it gives you 60% crit chance. Well, 30, but Yasuo's passive doubles it. Some things that people should know. Alright, so right here is a good pink ward tactic. You want to use your pink ward before you show in lane, because they can... Good players will look at your inventory the moment that you come back into lane, and if there's a pink ward, then there's only really 5 spots in top lane that it'll be, and it's all 5 bushes. So they can easily just check off and deny your vision. And in this meta in Season 6 and whatnot, there's... The thing about this season is really easy to deny vision, because there's less ways to get vision, or gain vision. So letting them deny you anything is really bad in general, but pink ward, secondly, also really bad to let them get, but not having vision too. So it's like really bad to not just throw down the pink ward, and plus it's just out of your inventory anyway. You don't really have to think of it. Braum DC, this is a 5v4 game. We do lose, but there's so much to gain from watching this game. Alright, so right here, getting an easy Q stack so that I can get some tornado. Walking back to throw it forward at Janna, but she ulted off. And that's just that's trying to play correctly. Like, no matter what, try and hit the most amount of people that you can with your tornado Qs. Alright, so they call it GG. That's not true. I wish it was. Alright, so Maokai's pushing me in pretty hard right here. I'm going to pick up Merc Treads just because Maokai and Nidalee, first of all, magic damage, so magic resist comes into play, and then Merc Tread's pretty good against Maokai himself. And, well, lesser cared about, but Bambi Cinder, you can see Maokai has it. Well, the magic resist factors in against that too, so that's pretty good. Alright, so right here is just probably just gonna run away. Yeah, he just does. I'm just going aggressive just because he's a bit overextended. I don't have ult. Like right there, I was actually smashing ult. You can probably see if you go back. But I don't think I had the kill on him anyway. Alright, so right now, this is a mind game type thing where I'm playing back and he's pushing in, and then when that happens, there's a huge mind game to it. When you're the one pushing, you feel like the aggressor, you feel like they're scared of you because they're playing like it. But that's kind of what I want him to do, is I want him to get aggressive and try and stay in lane against me, because then that'll be his death. Like, I'm 4-1-3 and he is not tanky yet, so it'll be the death of him if he ever overextends. So that's what I was trying to do. Note that one really hard in your games, because that is a big tip and it'll get you so many free kills, because people like to have power, basically. Like, there's no other way to really define it. Just when people have power, they're not thinking. So again, this is how you push turrets as Yasuo, as you stay auto attacking it and then only throw your Qs, unless you're killing the backline, in which you do it exactly like that. You just kill the middle one, you E in through the left one, and then E out through the right one. You end up at the original spot that you came in. Well, you started that at, so it's pretty good. That's just like how to safely clear. Alright, so right here, just getting ready to buy Triforce. Not getting ready to buy it, but getting the item. I guess interface to be ready for it. Right here, just gonna aggress on him. This is actually a really good 1v1. So Maokai as a champion is obnoxiously strong, and he always will be, just because he does so much damage for dumb reasons. He's like Juggernaut. He was like a Juggernaut before Juggernauts were a thing. So this is really close. He gets the heal, but right here, if he didn't stutter step and just autoed me, he would have killed me. Maybe even Bambi Cinder would have killed me, but that's just like, you can't play like a woman, honestly. maybe not like a woman. You can't play scared in 1v1s that are that close. You really just gotta go for him. Because, like, neither of us really knew who was gonna win that. We just played it. But he's the one that backed off first, and that gave me the win. Alright, so you can see Zed, Nidalee's bot, they just said, so I get a free turret, and I killed Maokai. This is like, if you watch, I'm going to click it just to show you that you can see when the TP is going to end. You probably already know that one. Alright, so the only things I'm really saying are, I said close one for the 1v1, just because good sportsmanship is cool, and then good job Lulu, because killing Zed's a pretty big deal. Like, at this point, I still believe that we have a chance to win this game. Just because it's 11-6, I'm hugely fed. So yeah, like, this is like the dream in everyone's head, where like you're winning a 5v4 and you just try and make it happen. But their comp is actually obnoxiously good. Like, Jaina Maokai is really good for peeling and can engage too. And Maokai doesn't really take damage from us, at least not until like Jinx gets like 6 items. We have a utility mid, so she won't be doing that much damage to Maokai, and then there's me, but I don't know. I don't feel like Yasuo does that much damage to Maokai, just because with him being played as tanky as he is, it's not much of a kill Maokai build. Alright, so right now I'm just, I already pushed top in, so I'm just kind of roaming mid just to help him out, or do whatever. Right now I'm going back. Alright, so I get behind the scuttle crab so that it walks towards mid. That's just to gain a positional advantage, so I'm not walking away from the fight, I'm walking towards it. Through the queue to reduce the resistances of scuttle crab, stuff like that. So right now we're just getting Rift Herald because they really can't stop it. Swapping aggro when we can, just so there's not too much damage on one person. He decides to give it to me, and I'm fine with that. Like, it's generally pretty good on either of us, but I think since I'm in the lane more, that it's going to come up bigger for me. I don't think it actually ends up mattering, though. So yeah, just pretty laggy. I don't know. It wasn't like that during the game. That's weird. Anyway, so yeah, that was just Kha'Zix jumps in, red buff W, so he's slowed, and then we just kind of pile onto him. It would have. Alright, so right now Zed's gonna obviously throw his W. He's not even caring about what I'm doing. Like, he honestly is only really thinking about Lulu at that point. So that's just using telegraphing Zed's W, because it's easy to know where they're gonna go. After he uses W, he can only walk. Walk and ult, but that wouldn't happen. Using your wind wall and tornado, because that's the only thing that honestly could have stopped it. Jaina, I don't know about that ult, just because I'm already at the minion line. So right now I'm going to focus Jaina down, just because my team's already going to kill Caitlyn, so I really don't have to. So just netting any extra will help. Alright, so, you know, that's exactly what I said happening. Alright, so now I have enough for Triforce. So pick that up. Pink word too, just because that's cool. Blue trinket, just because. So I'm gonna test something in this game, and you can use this important knowledge too. It's basically where, if you have a trinket that's ready, so like a blue trinket that's up, and then you switch to oracles, and then you refund it, will the cooldown of your blue trinkets be able to be used or not? And it actually proves that you cannot use it afterwards, so like it'll be on cooldown if you refund it. Alright, so right there with that ultimate, always try and throw in an auto attack before you ult, so like, you know, hit the tornado E and then auto attack, then ult, and that's just gaining those small damage gaps. But I mean, it got me the kill. He might have flashed over the wall and then, you know, bad stuff. So I mean, hey, it worked. But yeah, that's definitely something to make sure to do. Okay, so right now we're just trying to split push, since they have 3 dead, so they can only have 2 come to me, and then, I mean, even so, I think I'd slaughter anything. Maokai's getting tilted. Sad that 914 still can't carry this game. Gonna help Lulu get blue. Teamwork. Just because we need everything. Right now I'm going to just E over the wall. Let's practice your jungle Yasuo by doing that. Jungle Yasuo is actually pretty fun if you're a Yasuo player, but just in general know how to do those camp things. There's a little trick where you do target champions only so that you can get as close to the minion as possible, or the jungle creep. Alright, but right now, that's just, don't be scared with this build. Like, you don't really take that much damage. So, like, right now, just fully aggressing onto everything. Like, honestly, don't need to care. Through wind wall, just because, why not? I don't actually think it came up for anything. But right now, gonna throw Q to get a Sheen proc. And if you watch, it's like 2 seconds after the auto attack of Sheen, I think. And then you can Sheen proc again. So whenever you're pushing a turret, or just fighting in general, and you want to Sheen proc throughout your Q, it will definitely help with a lot of damage. Going Sterix here, I think that's actually wrong, but I felt like I was in a position that, like, after that fight, if they could even burst me down, like, if I get caught and then they burst me, and I am able to proc Sterix, then I think that's actually huge, so that might actually be right. Okay, so just about to go farm bot lane, actually, just see a huge wave. Not gonna not take it. No one really catches Lulu like that. Kha'Zix is able to kill Maokai, which is actually surprising, just because he's Ninja Tabby and Sunfire, and like 2 cloth armors, so didn't really expect him to be able to do that, but I mean, anything's good. So right there, just standard Yasuo farming, just spam E, spam Q, do whatever you want, look fun. I don't really think there's any strategic method of CSing better as Yasuo. Yasuo just generally CS is easy because you can auto attack to get the minion, you can Q to get the minion, or you can E. So, and they're all relatively fast animations. So there's really, if you're ever free farming as Yasuo, there's almost no reason to miss CS. Alright, so right here you're seeing turret burn plus Sheen proc on my Q to give me Sheen proc damage on my autos. I think it made my 159 damage 348, so that doubles it. So right here, Zed flashes over the wall, and I don't think that it'll run down because not many people run down towards your minions, so that's a little mental note to take. And then it turns out true, Jinx wasn't watching, but oh, she has auto attack on, so it got the kill. I wanted to take it just because, like, I feel like I had earned it. Alright, so right here I play pretty dumb. Throw tornado, miss. Wind wall, not Caitlyn. So wind walling something that's not Caitlyn, not smart. Right now I'm just trying to get the E over the wall, forgetting that we haven't already gotten the turret there. Okay, so pushing down, trying to break the gates, you feel me. Just regular, trying to get anything on that turret. Right here I actually do get the wind wall and Kate, that's what I was going for. I didn't get the tornado right here, which is terrible. So if I had tornado right there, I think I would have been able to kill Kate, or if I were to have gotten that ult off. I don't know, I think Jaina probably saved it. So right there I kind of threw by forcing at the wrong time. So it's like one of the like 4 throws that you're going to see me do. Alright, so pretty good. If you ever have teleport tip, always let your team know when you have TP when you're up, because that definitely relieves a lot in their head, because they can easily see that your death timer by hitting tab, and they don't have to check for your TP because they already know that you're going to have it. So that's always something to do. Alright, so they get the turret. We're feeling good. Right here I'm going to pick up Vamp Scepter just because lifesteal is pretty godly on Lisa. Not Lisa and Yasuo. So right there, windwalling completely Nid Spear and Kate. Right there, that was actually pretty poor. I didn't want to go through the wall. More of a rock, rather. Right here, I'm just going to tunnel on Nid. That's actually wrong. But I think it actually ends up in the death of my team. Just because they were well, Kha'Zix stayed for the inhib. That can't really be my fault. Yeah, so he did. Oh no, he actually went to 1 health. 1 health. If you were watching Zed's health bar, he actually went down to 1. I saw 7. So like, yeah, like right there, the retry, I'm like, nah, dude, it was definitely 7. But no, it was 1. This comp can Baron pretty fast. Jinx, Yasuo, and Kha'Zix all do Baron really fast. So, like, the plan here is to, like, alright, so we see Dragon's up in 15 seconds, so we're going to go down there and get that, and then push bottom, and then go to mid, and then prep for Baron. Right now we have 0 pinks in the inventories. I asked someone to get one, but no one really does because I think I throw again. But, so yeah, just to make sure that you remember if you're still watching, don't forget to QW to cancel the animation of your tornado Q. It's a pretty stealthy way of getting a knockup. Alright, so again, just getting ready for Baron. We actually have no vision of them. Kind of think they're on it, but doubt it. So right there, just getting level 16 because that's a big power spike because that's your level 3 ult. Can I even get a ping? No. Alright, so right now I have Tornado, right? So I'm going to go over here and look for a pick because if we get a pick right here, then that's free. So right there, I didn't see Maokai at all. And I probably should have ulted off that, but instead I ult here without my win wall up and I just instantly die for it. So take the ult that when your win wall's still up because that'll like almost always be the better option. So if your win wall's up, take that ult, usually no matter what. Alright, so like right there, I threw by looking for a pick and not seeing Maokai. So that's 3 deaths, they get mid tower and Baron off this, and that's kind of where the game ends for us. Just because they've reached a point where they can handle us. So like, I don't really know what the better idea to do here is, like, because if I split push, I don't think I can actually kill Maokai. But even if I could, he could just choose to not fight me and clear waves, and then his team has a 4v3 against mine. And I think that just loses us anyway. Right there, 194 Baron. Almost stole. Yeah, so I don't think there's actually a right decision, to be made about how to win this game. I think it was just not throwing at that Baron. Well, before that Baron. So that was my bad. So right here, just trying to get any sort of pressure possible. Alright, so Lulu's dead for 20 seconds. Kha'Zix at Krugs, Jinx mid, and so I think I saw 2 people bot lane, so I'm just like feeling good, you know, like you don't think anyone's coming. Right here, you're gonna see me champion target just to be an example for you guys. So right there, you're gonna see the cursor change to the hand. Right there, that's targeting champions only, and then to E through it. That didn't work because I tried to do it through the fat part of the wall, but that's not the point. So right here, another good old Logan throw. So I think that was an EQW to get the knockup onto Zed, but didn't matter because 4v1. But I almost got him. I guess that's pretty cool. Alright, so you always want to call out banners. Banner will just infinitely push against you, and that's not what you want. You want to push, usually. So always call out banners so everyone knows. And then right now I'm just trying to talk to my team and try and gain anything. Not really much happening. Kate just kind of walks under turret. I don't know what that flash was from Lulu. Like, it just really mispositioned her. I think she might have fat fingered it. Yeah, I honestly don't know. I thought Kha'Zix was going to let her die, and that would have been quite hilarious. But yeah, this game's looking pretty over. They end pretty soon, so that's sad. But this game was easily winnable if I didn't throw this 2 times. So right here, just trying to fend off anything possible. I knew that trap was there. I just honestly didn't care. I don't think anything could have happened, so I didn't care. So right there, she just gets cocky with the Baron recalls and then dies for it. So like right now, like the dream is in our head. Like we just got a 4v4 chance. Alright, so Kha'Zix's gonna go clear the banner, but we need him to push. Like I think what he did was right, but I don't know. So again, just clearing, trying to get mid even, because if we can get an inhib down, then that'll relieve a lot of the pressure to let them make a mistake, like letting us getting another pick like that. So that's kind of what we're going for. Right there, they should have stayed with the minions to make them stronger to slow down our push to gain Italy some time. So right here, I went way too aggressive. Like I don't think I die for it, but like I think I caused them to die. Like what I did caused, and Yasuo shield AP, caused Kha'Zix to jump in, and Kha'Zix died for it, so that was actually my fault too. So there's 3 big throws. Don't do what I just did. If you noticed them, just don't try and be the 1v5 Yasuo. Just stay with your team. That's usually the better idea. Especially because like you're really tanky, so your one-shot potential is a lot lower with this build. So that's like adapting to your build, and that's something I didn't do. So definitely understand that you're a tank Yasuo. You're better in team fights and whatnot, not the 1v5 one-shot everything. Alright, so right here, actually get obnoxious lag, I think. Yeah. So like usually with lag, you want to just take small clicks behind you, just in case that you can get any command going, like right there. And then, so it goes away, but luckily nothing at all happens of it, except for they're actually killing Maokai. Alright, so yeah, killing Maokai, this is a choke point, so you can just throw in one and they can't do anything. But all that heal was just too much for us. Like, he was actually unkillable in that circumstance. So I think what build I should have went is I should have not gone Sterix, I should have went Last Whisper, and that would have pushed the advantage of how strong I was. So that was a bad itemization. Like, we knew that they were going to get armor too, like Nidalee is from Iceborne, and then Maokai's Maokai. So I think I actually should have went that, but I mean, in general, it was a 5v4. So yeah, that's this game. There's a lot to learn. Check the description. I hope I made you or your friends better. Good luck.